Hello and welcome everyone. I am Tushar. Today I am going to teach you what is the software, what is the software testing, and the principle of the software testing. Let's start with the software. It is a set of programs which accepts user inputs and generate desired outputs. Second is the software testing. It is the process of checking completeness and correctness of a software with respect to the customer expectation. Let's start with the principle of software testing. Principle of software testing. There are six principles in a software testing: early testing, context based testing, testing to find defect, bug free software is not possible, no exhaustive testing, defect clustering, and last one is the pesticide paradox. Let's start with the early testing. It is the first principle of software testing. Starts early testing as soon as possible. Defects detected in the early phases of software development life cycles. They are less expensive to fix the defect. So, conducting the early testing reduces the cost of the fixing defects. That is the early testing. We will go move to the next topic is the context based testing. Context based testing is nothing but the type of application. It will decide the what type of testing we have to perform. In theoretical, depending on the type of the application, you should decide what type of testing you will perform. Next one is the testing to find defect. Basically, tester aim is to find defect. Basically, tester job is to find the defect. That is the tester job. Bug free software is not possible is the fourth principle of the software testing. No exhaustive testing. Only test as per the client requirement. Defect clustering. It is the important principle of the software testing. Defect clustering. Some of the modules contain most of the defect and those defects will not uniformly distributed to the all modules which will lead to the operational failure of the application. There is a one principle 80-20 rule. It is also known as Pareto principle. 80% of the issues comes from the 20% of the modules and remaining 20% of the issues comes from the remaining 80% of the modules. So we do the emphasis testing on the 20% of the modules where we facing the 80% of the issue. Here one word is emphasis testing. So what is the emphasis testing? Basically, emphasis testing is nothing but the focusing testing efforts on a specific area of an application based on the various factors like risk, complexity, or user impact. It is not a specific type of testing like a unit testing or integration testing, but rather a testing approach to prioritize testing activities. Pesticide paradox. In some particular scenario, we got a specific defect in some specific cases. But as a tester, we should have to increase the test cases or check the product for detecting the more bugs and defects. So it is called a pesticide paradox. If you are testing the same set of test cases for the longer run, those test cases won't be able to fix the defect. That is the pesticide paradox. Here we covered all the points on the principle of the software testing lifecycle. Let's see the important question. There are four important questions. That question is applicable for the fresher as well as the experienced tester. First question is explain the principle of the software testing. Second, why we do the early testing. Third question is what is mean by the defect clustering. Fourth question, what is mean by pesticide paradox.